Hi, welcome back to Wine Mastery. We are going to taste an Australian wine. Not only is it Australian wine, it is a Shiraz. Just after this. So, the wine we're going to taste, I like to call it a Jim Beam. But actually, I think it's
Jim Barry.
It's Jim Barry.
But I can understand where the Jim Beam will come from.
JB, you know,
Well.
it's so it's a Shiraz. It's called the Lodge Hill. Here's the bottle, and this is a 1920. That'd be a bit old, wouldn't it? A 2020 bottle. It's at this price, $15.99.
Oh, you'll be all right, John.
£16. That's a retailer's £16.
So it's not cheap.
It's not cheap, is it?
Not cheap.
No.
We're not mega money, but it's a fairly expensive wine, that isn't it?
It's a fairly expensive wine, only as much as that we've tasted some very nice wines at sort of £8 and really lovely wines at £8. So that would be two of those bottles compared to this one. So is it going to be? Yeah.
Well, that's why we're here.
That's why we're here. So any other detail I'd like to tell you is that it's 450 metres high. Not that John thinks that's relevant, but just a little fact I found out, so I thought I'd show off my knowledge there. And it's the highest, evidently the highest in the valley, and it's the Clare Valley that this is produced in.
I mean, it's not that I'm not bothered. I just think sometimes we don't need, go into such detail about, when you're choosing a wine, you wouldn't go on the shelves tonight, right? What's the highest hill in that valley, and that's where I'll get my wine from. I appreciate it can make a difference because there can be, a fair difference from the wines grown at the bottom of the valley to the top, but it's not the way I would go about choosing my wine.
No, and I only mention it to you, and I'm sure the majority of you will be with John. I just mention it's for those of you that may be interested.
He loves doing his research. That's... I won't want that to go to waste. So.
No, I wouldn't want that to go to waste. It took me hours to find that out. So,
sure, look at the wine.
Let's have a look at the colour. So, it's a nice deep colour, isn't it?
Isn't it just? That's that ruby colours, and look at that. This is one of those wines again that has that look of class about it. The way it sits in the glass, and it reminds like when as you're doing that in front of the white, the different colours, the light pinkish going down to the dark red. It's like strawberry and cream, it's that look. Anyway, I digress. So I've got
You're getting really excited about this one, aren't you?
It just looks attractive.
There's me getting excited about the height, and you're getting excited about strawberries and cream.
Let's have a go on the nose.
Whoa, hang on.
Oh,
that came at me.
Didn't it just? That is
It's like a bitter fruit from that.
Is it? Well, I'm getting blackcurrant and like eucalyptus, or kind of a mintiness. When you pull your nose out, that kind of
minty. I get that now. Yeah. Yeah, and I was thinking so the slight burn to the nostril when you're sniffing that. It's like
it's like it's properly like those tunes. I know that you've got the cherry with the eucalyptus.
Yeah.
Those tune sweeties. It's like that. It has the. Oh.
So I just looked at our sheet that's hanging there, 14%. So.
Well, that's not bad. I mean, we've had bigger, and 14% is about average today. A lot of people, because it used to be red wines used to be about 12%, and nowadays it's very difficult to get a wine down at 12.5%. They're all 13 now. So 14 is quite a good one.
Yeah.
I'll live with that.
Okay.
Oh, see, and this is one of those as well, which I could spend a lot of time just getting in there on the nose.
It is interesting.
Picking up those bits and pieces.
But, now, full disclosure here, Shiraz isn't one of my favourite grapes. It's just not my style. And when I'm smelling that, I'm thinking, this is a Shiraz, I'm not going to enjoy it. But that's not because if you love Shiraz, you'll love this. But for me, it is a typical Shirazese.
Yeah. I mean, this is one of these where if someone's giving me that on blind taste, I would very confidently say that's a Shiraz.
You'd probably say it's 450 metres high at Clare Valley.
From the Is this the highest vineyard? Yeah, that like you say. But I do like Shiraz, so I think I'm going to enjoy this.
So shall we have a taste?
Let's do it, John.
Let's do it.
Oh. Yes.
It's got character, hasn't it?
It has got character. And that has got...
And it goes through several phases. It's not sort of mono. It doesn't just have a...
It does. I'm experiencing, as we speak, even from that sip to now, things are changing in there. It starts off with that blackcurrant and almost rich, like, chocolatey kind of flavour. Then it leaves the flavour to lay in your tongue for a second. Then the tannins come, make a little appearance, just poke around at the back there a little bit, then disappear, leaving all that fruit still on your tongue with a juiciness.
I was a bit concerned about that.
What?
Poking around the back there.
They're just the tannins. They're not really, they make an appearance, but they don't like slap you. Do you know? Like some tannins can be right there.
They make you know they're there, but they're not too intrusive.
Yeah, and then they kind of disappear or melt off into the background, just leaving you with that delicious blackcurranty flavour.
Yeah, like a well-balanced percussion in an orchestra. It's there, and if you think about it, you can hear it, but actually it doesn't, override the rest of the orchestra.
And it's actually quite fresh as well. It's not like a big...
No, true.
It's not...
It's not a refreshing mouth.
It's not sitting on your tongue and making it all cloyy or...
No.
Good wine, good wine.
Yeah. Well, it is $15.99.
Would you have to take that into account?
Yeah. No, it's very nice.
But...
Well, for a Shiraz, for me.
Yeah, well, there you go. Well, there you go. I think that's the better one there, is it? That's got a lot for me. It's got everything that you want. You've got the nose on there, which is nice, the flavour. That, for me... Good wine.
Actually, the more I'm drinking it, the more I'm enjoying it. I think that's because I don't particularly like the sort of initial shock of the taste, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But that's all settling down. My mouth's getting used to it now, so I'm actually beginning to taste the flavours rather than the strength of it.
Yeah. Yeah, because Shiraz in general is a big grape, and you expect that kind of beefiness, the butchness of it. What's that?
About that big.
But it's actually quite... It's a gentle Shiraz, I find. It's not
A gentle?
Yeah, it's not as in your face. It's there, but it's not beating you up about it.
But there's quite a bit of spiciness and.
But it doesn't, like I said, it's not too in your face with it. It's bold but not harsh. How's that?
Okay, yeah, okay.
I think.
Yeah, got you. Okay.
I really enjoyed that one.
Excellent. So, let's think about what we would pair with it.
Ooh. Oh, straight off for me, cave aged Gruyere. I know I recommend it with a lot, but I always recommend it with these bigger wines because I know what it can do. And I tell you what, personally, I would just, I'm not bothered about food as such with that. I would just have that with the cave aged Gruyere because I know what those two could do together.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Just a few little chunks of that.
And the cave age, is there different, because on some cheeses you say, I go for the 6 month, not the 18 month. Is it a cave age? So obviously cave is in the...
Yeah, it's called cave age, but it's never seen a cave as such. It's just been cellared for a lot longer. So an ordinary Gruyere is about 4 months old. Cave age Gruyere can be between 14 and 18 months old. Okay. So it's just spent more time maturing really. So it becomes a harder, nuttier cheese, stronger cheese. Like Gruyere is used in fondues and stuff. You wouldn't use the cave age in fondues. It'd be more an eating cheese.
And from when I've seen you eating cheese with wine, you have very small little nuggets, don't you?
If it's a hard cheese, I like to little kind of almost like peanut-sized chunks. So you can have a bowl of that, and a glass of that, or a bottle of that. Yeah, and I'm happy.
Okay. Well, in terms of food, and I know you wouldn't want to do this, but in terms of food, I'm thinking Australia. So immediately my mind goes to barbecue. I'm thinking maybe lamb cutlets barbecued. I'm thinking maybe some pork barbecued. In fact, anything barbecued, burgers barbecued that go with this. I think it's actually, as long as it's like got that charcoaled, grilled edge to it.
Even though I would, I'm happy with the cheese. I could see all the barbecue stuff with that as well. How that would just marry perfectly.
Yeah. Excellent. Well, let's move on to the score.
Let's go. Okay. Now, although it's a delicious wine, beautiful. $15.99. That's exactly. It's a beautiful wine right on my street, but it's also $15.99. So $15.99 is not a cheap wine at all. Looking at wines we've tasted, I can't over-exaggerate. I can't go wild with this because it's $15.99. It's not an everyday Well, it depends who you are, but it's not something I buy every day. So anyway, I'll cut it all down. So I'm going to give this a generous.
Okay, I'm going to give it 81.
82.
Okay.
82. So I think the price definitely,
Had an
swayed
influence.
me quite,
Yeah.
quite a lot. Because if let's say, for instance, if that was an £8 bottle of wine, that'd be up in the 90s.
Yeah. I know, totally agree. Totally agree. Okay, guys, well, if you get to try this wine, let us know your comments. Let us know what you would have scored it with, and also let us know what you would pair it with. If you get a chance to press the subscribe button, please do, and like the video. That helps other people find our channel. We appreciate it. So until the next time, when we will be sharing, even nearly said that, sharing yet another glass of hopefully very nice wine with you. Chin chin.
Chin chin.